Hey guys, it's Kez, and I'm doing another vlog. I know I missed doing one last week, but I didn't have anything to talk about, so why do a vlog if there's nothing to talk about, you know? Anyway, this week I do have stuff to talk about. This week I've got 3 videos a day going out every day from Monday through Friday, 2 from me and 1 from Drew every day, because Drew decided to start a new series that he's doing with Fallout New Vegas. It's gonna be awesome. It came out 2 hours ago. So, well, 2 hours ago as of when I'm recording this anyway. But yeah, I hope you guys like that. If you guys would like to see more, Drew would be happy to record some more Fallout, because he's not the one doing the editing. I am! So yeah, there's that. Let me just check my notes here. Announce through Vegas, 3 videos per day, and I'm going to try to shoot for that being the normal for, well, for the show from now on. I was doing 2 videos per day, Monday through Friday before, so it won't be that much different for me on the recording side, but, you know, with Drew helping me, you know, 3 videos a day shouldn't be too bad. So let's see, the current series I've got are running a lot longer than I originally intended. I was hoping Dreadout would be done by now. I was hoping that Avion would be done by now, but you guys remember how hopelessly lost I got at the beginning of the Avion series, and Minecraft is just kind of something that I record when I don't have anything else to record. I don't know how into that series you guys are. Or if you are into that, let me know what kinds of things you'd like to see in Minecraft, because I'm just kind of building things that I think would be nice to have for the base right now before I do anything else, so I might just wipe that out and just get everything done before I pick up Minecraft again, but whatever, who knows. If you guys want to watch me upgrade the computer and build the digital miner, then you let me know. By the way, I probably just said huge spoilers, but whatever. Let's see. Next in line, once I do have a series finished up, I have Princess Maker 2, so I could try for another daughter, which is something that I want to do anyway, but I'm thinking that I'm going to do Princess Maker differently. So it's not going to be a traditional Let's Play. Instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to record myself playing Princess Maker as normal, and then I'm going to edit it down to about maybe one 15-minute long video talking about what I did to get the particular ending that I did for whichever daughter it is I'm playing with. So if I name this one, I don't know, Terry, if I have a daughter named Terry, and we get the chef ending, instead of showing you all 8 years that I raised her, I'll just talk about what I did, and tell you what it is you need to do to get the chef ending. So I guess it'll play more like a walkthrough kind of thing. Anyway, that's an idea. Dark Cloud is something that I want to get back to, but I don't want to touch Dark Cloud until after I finished Avion, because I want it to be so that I only have one long RPG at a time, because they take forever, apparently, to play. And of course I'm going to omit all the grinding and all that crap, but these are games that I typically play for at least an hour or 2 at a time, and then I edit down to these 10-minute, 20-minute chunks. With Dark Cloud I probably won't be reading like I have been with Avion, though with Avion I haven't actually touched that for a while, so whatever, I'm just gonna finish Avion. Let me know what you guys think about the storytelling segments, and I'll decide whether to keep them or not, and then we'll just go from there. In the meantime, if I don't get any feedback, I'm gonna keep telling stories, because I do want to finish the story of Little One Eye. So, it shouldn't be too much longer anyway. Okay. Besides that, I also have Betrapped, which has been getting a lot of views lately, so I'm guessing that people want to see more of that game, and it's, well, it's a puzzle game, so I don't know. I don't know whether people are watching Betrapped because they want the solutions, or because they're interested in the story, or because they just want to hear what I have to say about it. So, whatever, I guess I'll listen to what you guys have to say about Betrapped before I make any decisions what to do with that. Because, you know, I opened up Big Fish Games for the first time in 7-8 years, and it turns out I still have my copy, so there's that. And then the last game I have in the lineup is Black and White 2. I'm going to play Black and White 2. Don't worry about that, I'm just waiting to beat something else before I move on to Black and White 2. I'm probably going to pick that up after I finish up Dreadout, And Princess Maker 2, I record so quickly. Princess Maker 2 is a one afternoon type of game for me, so I could probably do that and Black and White 2 at the same time. Anyway. Let's see, Valentine's Day is coming up and President's Day is coming up, but I don't have any ideas for holiday specials for those days. So if you guys want me to do anything for Valentine's Day or President's Day, then let me know. Otherwise, I'm just not gonna have any special videos available on those holidays, so whatever. Let's see. Oh, and 3 more things. And they're all related to knitting and crochet. You guys probably didn't expect that because I don't normally talk about knitting and crochet. But I have an Etsy store. I've had an Etsy store for forever, but I closed it because we were moving a lot. And now it's open again, and I updated the inventory today. So go take a look at it. It doesn't have a lot of stuff yet, but I'm working on cleaning my inventory and taking photos and like calculating the labor and the supplies and blah 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 blah. Just don't worry about that part. Just look at the stuff, and if there's anything there that you like, or if you'd like a custom version of anything that I've made, or would just like a custom anything, just let me know and we can talk it out on Etsy, because they have their own little conversation thing. I just made a baby hat based on one of the hats that I have in the store, so yeah. Okay, and on that same line, I wanted to start a vlog sub-segment called Look at What I Made, where I show you guys stuff that I made earlier in that week. This week I don't have anything new, but I can introduce you to some of the plushies that I have in my Etsy store so that you guys can get acquainted with them. Just because, I don't know, I like making dolls. And if you like dolls, then I'll make dolls, yay! Anyway, this is Flopsy, the Flopsy gray crochet pony that I made years and years ago. This is actually my first original design that I've ever made, and her tail and her mane are kinky and like fluffy, curly, and her nose was hilarious to make, and she has these like yarn eyebrows that make her look sleepy. Ah, she's so cute. I've had her for years. But yeah, this is Flopsy. Her body is slightly bigger than a soda can. But she's super soft and I love to cuddle with her. And yeah, she's for sale. I would like to make more horses like her, but I'd feel bad about doing that if I didn't have some room. So anyway, if you like her, let me know. If you'd like a custom version of her, let me know. If not, then I don't mind holding on to her until, you know, someone wants her. And then I went on this like crazy snake making binge. So I have a ton of crochet snakes. The other two or three are still in storage. I think it's 3. Yeah, the other 3 are still in storage. One of them was a custom order, but the person who ordered it never paid me, so I still have it. But here I have a cat toy garter snake thing. Let me just put down the other 2 dolls so that I can show you. This is a cat toy garter snake thing. It's a little bit lumpy because, you know, it was folded up and stored for a long time. But I'm sure I can even it out a little bit. But it doesn't have any plastic eyes, so it's pet and child safe. It's a little bit kinky from being stored, but it's bouncy, and I'm sure animals would like it. I like it. And it's super soft, so, you know, just a fun little snake thing to keep around your house. It doesn't have any wires or anything, so it's not posable. Though that is something I'm interested in making for, like, stop-motion stuff. But, yeah, it's just a fun little snake toy. It's about 29 inches long in the store as well, because it's so thin. You can keep it in a toy box for your cat or whatever. And, yeah, I might even make future versions with, like, little catnip pouches in the head that I think might be neat. But, yeah, here's the green snake. Doesn't have a name. Doesn't really need one. So I guess I'll call it Cat Snake for now. So, green cat snake. Okay. Next, I have another snake. And this one has some loose threads hanging out of the side here. That's not that's not damage or anything. It's just, I joined the yarn badly. and now it's sticking out a little bit. I can try to stuff it back in there and glue it, but the glue would give it a hard patch, so I'm just leaving it as is. And it's also got a couple of frays closer to the head. And it's very frizzy overall, but yeah, I like it. It's got this neat pattern on it where it goes like from pink to purple, and it doesn't show very well on the camera, unfortunately, but it's very shiny yarn, so I don't know, I really like this. I really like this one. I just wish I could remember how much the yarn cost to make this thing, because it's probably worth more than I priced it. Oh, it's not even available in the store yet, but anyway, this is purple snake with white eyes. It's got silvery eyes, white eyes from, if I can remember the name of the company. Whatever, I'll include a link to the name of the company somewhere else. Also, I just realized that I opened up my listings manager in Etsy. I'll just black that out so you guys don't have to worry about it. But yeah, this is another snake that I have. This one's much longer. I haven't measured it, but basically it measures from my elbow to my fingertips. Actually, I've got a tape ruler right back. That's why I didn't finish the Etsy listing for this thing yet, is because I haven't even taken measurements. But this snake is... My tape measure is curling. Okay, this snake is about 54 inches long. So it's almost as long as I am tall. I'm only 62 inches tall. And yeah, it's just a fun little snake thing. I'll tell you more about the snakes in a minute. The last thing I want to show you is a doll that I made for myself when Drew went on deployment to Kuwait and then Afghanistan. This will just take a second. That was my phone. Ignore the phone noises whilst I fade out and then back in again, so that I can show you Fatty Lumpkins. There we go. Fatty Lumpkins I made with a bunch of yarn. Just a ton of different colored yarns. And Heidi Bear's, this is made with Heidi Bear's pattern. It took me about a week to make this thing, and it is just so big and huggable, and I love it. But it needs to go on to a new home. I don't have much time for my plushies these days, so I prefer making them over having them, if that makes any sense. If you like to make stuff, you probably get it too. I prefer the process of making things over having things. But yeah, Fatty Lumpkins is gonna have to move on to a new home. She even has these fun, like, flower ears, and this fun hexagon flower. I say hexagon flower. I think it's called African flower, is the actual name of the motif. But yeah, it's made entirely out of these shapes that are made to look like flowers, and each flower is a different color, or a different color combination. Like, there are repeat colors, like here, they're right next to each other, but this one has a light tan and yellow, and then this one has a light green and red. But I pretty much, like, just grabbed colors out of my yarn bin and tried to make it certain color combinations work. Like, this one's my favorite, on the back left foot. Orange and blue. You guys probably guessed that from the colors of my show. This one's also neat, it's Christmas colors. But yeah, I love Fatty Lumpkins, but it's time for him or her to move on. They've got little button eyes. You can't see it, but even the eyes have this little stitch pattern on them. So, the buttons were originally intended for like a coat or a purse, but I thought this was better purpose for these buttons. But yeah, this is Fatty Lumpkins. The hair is not combable unless you're going to use a large tooth comb or your fingers. The tail is totally braidable. Anyway, these are some things that I've made that are available on my Etsy shop. It's time for them to go on and find new homes so that I can have some room to store more things that I want to make. And last thing, let me go back to the snakes, is you guys are probably familiar now with go, with my new stop motion hobby. Well, what I want to do is I want to take all of my crochet and knitted critters and I want to do stop motion adoption feature videos with them. I might have talked about this in my last vlog, but now I have props to show you. So, yeah. Just some simple things like climbing on a branch or catching prey or catching one of my Modi bots or, you know, little things like that. Just to give them some kind of personality. I want to give them names too, but I'm burnt out on ideas. I've been spending so much of my time editing lately that I'm just burned out on like my creative energy. So I've just been working on this stockinette stitch blanket. It's huge. It's made with this well, it's not huge yet, but it's going to be huge. It's super wide, and I'm knitting it. Hang on. So I'm a member of the crochet crowd. I'm not like staff or anything. I just follow them on Facebook. But yeah, I saw this neat technique for tripling the size of your yarn. I might have showed that on the vlog too. And I've been using that to make this like faux chunky yarn out of like Red Heart Super Saver. And this thing is just huge and wide already. So let me show you. It's intended to be a blanket, but it's so like full on this needle, on the circular needles, that it bunches up in the middle. So, I don't know. This is going to be a heavy project. I'm not going to be able to carry it around forever. But I had these 60-inch Chiaogu knitting needles. They're size 11 or 8 millimeters, if you prefer that. And I use those to make this shawl for my realtor, who I need to deliver this to, by the way. I keep forgetting to do it whenever I have the truck. But yeah, it's left over from when I needed long circulars to make this thing. Yeah, and it's so pretty. Oh, it's so pretty. Good for, you know, a nice evening out on the town, wear it with like a little black dress or whatever. But yeah, I had these big needles and I didn't have anything else to do with them, so I had a bunch of scrap yarn and I just started working on a blanket. But yeah. Anyways, that's enough about like stuff that I've made and the show and the vlog. Let me just put this away. So that's enough about that. I don't know, I just enjoy talking about crafting and stuff, and I don't know, it makes me happy. So yeah, I've been running this vlog for forever already, and I need to go work on another custom doll that I've been asked to make. I talk about it like it's hard work, and it is, but I really do enjoy it, so yeah, you know. I do whatever keeps me happy and sane. Military spouse, all that. All that craziness. Anyways, I'll see you guys next time I do a vlog. I'm hoping this goes out today. If not, this will go out tomorrow afternoon. So for me, it's February 8th now. I guess I didn't really have any like time or date sensitive announcements this time, but you know, I'm uploading videos now, so I guess you guys will see this when you see this. Anyway, bye! Love you! Yeah.